to the woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Western Michigan's offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Traore. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Looking for a man, it's McNabb. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. And here comes for the first time as the starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan State. Once he got some room, it was over. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Off the RPO, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they loved.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have... to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. He'll pull it down and run. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
I like the way this offense is ending the 1st half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Smarty.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's McNabb. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
He's never a doubt. He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Touchdown!
returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big.
Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
With the catch, it's Hilton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bush. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go back to the ground. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Touchdown, Sparty! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip him in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's McNabb. A little release to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going to the running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll ride his man on the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where there's...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the play fake. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Bush. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
It hasn't hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put point.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Off play action. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the returner is stopped. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's McNabb. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Sparty! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Western Michigan, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake. And he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Got room at the 35. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got an open man. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of it.
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line, everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Little is more infuriating or frustrating than a red zone turnover. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Graves. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They can get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third?
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans!
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
0.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that.
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Found a little running room on that. Some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To throw, it's Graves. A strike downfield. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the defense got it.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to bully their way in. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to surge it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making them earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard. Before they slam the brakes on it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Western Michigan, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Roberts. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and turning it on.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down, looking for more. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
You've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0.